Now, I'm gonna be honest with you here. This run was not my best one, but it will show you that you don't need to go and do everything perfectly to get through these missions, I guess, right? The new Prowler enemy you just saw right there, the green ones, they are more of a nuisance than anything. Their strength lies in just weighing you down, basically, in a real fight. One-on-one, they're nothing, but, later on you're gonna have to find one of them with some real enemies, and that's a problem. Other than that, though, it's just a Mancubus, and the Hell Knight that you see, he will keep spawning no matter what until you take out this Armored Baron. So, I recommend, of course, same as, last video, I showed the Precision Bolt and just only using the rocket launcher, basically, and the frags. And if you need to, Super Shotgun him, whatever. It's not super complicated, and if you need to, you can microwave beam him to stun him, you could chain gun him to stagger him. Like, you have options. He's still a Baron of Hell, right? So, you can use all those options that you usually use on them. On this guy, you just have to break the armor first. I personally recommend just hit him with everything you can, get him out of the way. Don't dance around with him like I had to actually try and land your shots, because, like, sure, I was trying to, but I'm just so awful sometimes, as you can tell. But, as you've seen too, he just barely got away from me on the one cycle, so that's also very cool. You have to kill everything else in this little, area before you can move on. Doing that, though, you do get a few pickups of ammo, health, and armor on the way through, which you're probably going to want to get everything you can, because when this starts, Cyber Mancubus is right here. I recommend not going too far in before you actually take him out. Watch for the Prowlers and a Cacodemon in the air when you come in. There's going to be a Pain Elemental that spawns pretty much in that same spot. So keep your eye right there as you take out more of these heavy demons. That's why you see me, keeping it in my field of view basically the whole entire time. After you take out the Pain Elemental here, there's going to be a few Whiplashes that spawn, and there's a few Prowlers as well. And as you see, there was one Prowler that's normal, but there's going to be one of those green ones that come in as well, right there. So if you are, wanting to prioritize targets, it's probably him first, and then go after the Whiplashes. But once you kill the Whiplashes, that's when the Tyrants are going to spawn. And yeah, there's two of them. Two Tyrants. Once you kill them, you will have Barons of Hell spawn whenever you just kill one Tyrant, that is. There's also a Dread Knight, as you saw, he tried to hit me there. You kill one Tyrant, right? Two Barons will spawn from him, basically. When you kill one of the Barons or both of the Barons, that will equal a Mancubus spawn, right? So you take out one Tyrant, he kind of, splits basically into the two Barons, and then one of those Barons will basically be a Mancubus. It's like one of those fucking Russian dolls in this encounter, man. I forget the name of them, but I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. Honestly, it's not that bad of an encounter. Pretty well designed, I would say. It's pretty straightforward. It's a good arena. There's all these things that you can use to actually stay airborne, stay away from all these guys, and if you wanted to, you could just, fight them head on. It doesn't really matter, right? But you'll see here, take out this Baron on the right here, bam, Mancubus. So, plan accordingly how you're going to do the encounter. If you want to, you can wait until the entire room is empty to take out the Tyrants, which I recommend at least taking out one of them so the other guys spawn so you can clear the room properly. But, it's really up to you how you manage this. I do recommend the BFG shot when the Tyrants show up. It just helps so much more. Pretty sure this last Mancubus doesn't spawn until you kill the last Tyrant, though. So, just be ready for that. It's, minuscule at that, but, this last guy could easily have got you. Traversal encounter right there, so don't worry about it. You come here, Stone Imp. I recommend taking out the Stone Imp instantly, and then go after the Mancubus in the back. However you prefer to do it, just go ahead and take out the Imp. And then this guy, he's no problem at all, really. You can just precision him, basically. No real need to get in close with him if you don't want to risk it. And there's just a few fighter guys there, but once you hit this button and come down here, this new enemy will pop up. You cannot break these guys' shields at all. You have to get stuff behind it, like the rocket launcher or a frag grenade. It's up to you. Do one of those two and you'll be fine. They do have a Blood Maker as well right there. You know, if he does one of those fancy moves at the get-go, you can pretty much take him out almost instantly. Make sure you have the armor, though, for this encounter, as in my opinion, this is the most dangerous encounter, starting off with Mancubus and a Dread Knight and Prowlers, Revenants. Man, there's a lot of it, honestly, in this encounter. This one, as you take out, you know, heavy demons, they'll just replace them like all the other ones. As you've seen, that it was also a Caco demon. There's a Cyber Mancubus and a normal Mancubus here, too. Cyber Mancubus will spawn in a few minutes, though. Well, minutes, you know what I mean, after a little bit more. The Revenants also kind of file in, single file, as you take things out. There's carcasses in here, as you see, too, and as you progress, those new shield enemies start spawning. There's one directly underneath me. You want to get them out of the way as soon as you can, especially the one on the portal there, because if you try to go through the portal and, you know, you face him, he's just going to delete you. The Cyber Mancubus is right here, right? When he's in here, that means there's a Marauder on the field, too. Don't be as, you know, dumb as I am right here. I'm playing it so stupid, so risky, you shouldn't be risking it like that on your run. But if you feel like you can, go for it. See, this is what I mean. He almost, you know, boxed me in and a normal zombie hit me. It's just, you know, it could go the other way so easily in this encounter if you are not careful, okay? It is a lot of going around the top area, a lot of using the jump pad, using your meat hook to stay off of the ground. It's really hard to find the decent enough spot. Like, this bridge seems like a good one to fight the Marauder on, so you can actually get damage on him. But, you know, you want to do that when it's just him, basically. Other than that, you can try to fight him down here, but, you know, it's a lot of just finding the right zone. Like, I found this area to be probably the best one, but, you know, if he catches you back here, you know, not within the right distances, the way you can hit him and stun him, you're gonna have a bad time. Alright, I'm gonna be honest with you there. It's just one of those things that you practice enough times, eventually you'll find the routes that you'll want to take, the spots you want to be at, whatever. It really is just practice the encounter a whole bunch, and if you need to, the hammers, after you stagger the Marauder, use the hammer as he's already staggered to extend it, right? I'm pretty sure. I don't do it here, but, you know, it is good to know that you can do that. Other than that, though, the encounter is pretty straightforward. It's just survive, basically. Other than that, you don't really have to worry. It's just, how good are you in this tight-ass area? Because goddamn, it's a little scary in this room. Getting through all of that, though, you do get an upgrade for your Sentinel Hammer. If you need it, you can get armor and all that right there, but honestly, don't worry about it, because as you drop down through here, you can farm it. You can farm health, armor, ammo, everything, because there's so many hammer charges, and it kind of, you know, is teaching you that if you use the flames on them or the freezing, you'll be getting more said resources off of them. That's like what that upgrade is, I'm pretty sure that we just got. So, it's kind of just showing you, like, hey, here's all this stuff, how you use it, and here's a bunch of freebies, basically, right? So, nothing to really worry about there. You drop down here, I recommend using, I forget their names, I forgot it, the little explosive guys there, to just take out all those enemies as quick as you can. Going through the traversal section, though, you will eventually end up here. This spot is a little interesting. It's a Mancubus off of the rip, but alongside him is a possessed Pinky. Now, other than the fodder guys, the Pinky is obviously the worst thing in the room. There is a Prowler in here too, so be wary of him. Some imps and stuff. Basically, stay off of the ground as much as you can, and you should be okay. That's it. Really, you just want the Pinky to run into a wall like that so that you can just hit him with as much as you can before it recovers. Then you can get the spirit out of it. Bada bing, bada boom, right? It is really that easy. I mean, you know, you'd expect it to be worse in this little area with that Pinky. Honestly, not that bad. This encounter, though, really nothing to worry about as well. Just, you know, take out the Mancubus, take out all the fodder. There's a Doom Hunter that's gonna spawn, and he might as well just be a freebie, you know. Nothing really to worry about after that small encounter in that little room with the Marauder and everything. Everything after that's kind of easy up until, you know, a little later on. The in-between stuff isn't nearly as bad as that one. Hell Knight here, though, he's not anything to worry about. Two of them, as you see. Hammer's a little key for the resources, so that's always nice, right? Doing all that, though, you can get a free BFG shot right behind this, and then you can move on. It's this encounter that I'd worry about a little bit. I say that because this room has a Blood Maker, it has a few Whiplashes, it has Cyber Mancubus, an Armored Baron of Hell, it has Stone Imps, it has a bunch of just annoying stuff and a few heavy demons that you have to worry about in a relatively weird room. It's small, but it's got a weird layout. Really just stick to the monkey bars, stick to the jump pads, and try to stay on the second floor. If you fall down, just get right back up again. It is just a lot of moving around this room. Eventually you should be, comfortable in there. Thing is, though, I do recommend, this is just in general too, by the way, as soon as you get it from the last level, use the hammer as much as you can, even if you feel like it's a waste. It's not always going to be a waste. As long as you hit something with it, you're using it, so you could get either resources or maybe a stun off of them, whatever. Use it more because it's really easy to replenish. It's either charged by picking the stuff up or just glory kills, breaking parts. Like, there's a lot of things that you can do basically to recharge that hammer there over the crucible from the main game, right? Use the hammer as much as you can. If you spend the time to learn how to use the hammer and replenish it, it's way stronger than the Crucible was in the main game, because the Crucible can one-shot stuff, right? But the hammer, it does get you like a stun on guys, it gets you armor, health, and ammo, but it doesn't always just outright kill something unless it's small. Thing about that, though, is it's still way stronger, because stunning 10 targets is better than killing one target a lot of the time. Crucible was great to have, don't get me wrong, but the hammer is so much more overpowered. In the right hands, at least. It's just so good for keeping you going, basically, in the fight. Crucible couldn't do that. It would just help you in the fight, making the fight easier. This one helps the fight be easier, yes, but it does it in such a different way. I almost feel like it's just so much better. You jump up here, though, and there's an Arachnotron and just a little bit of fodder, guys. Don't worry about any of that. It's all, relatively speaking, easy to take down. This next room is all the same, right? It's easy enough with a Mancubus and 3 shield units and a Hell Knight. The shield guys you have to hit behind the shield because they're the yellow shield guys. Whatever, man. You take out all these guys, and then you'll jump up into another room with a Cyber Mancubus and some more of these shield guys. Get used to the shield guys, it's just how it's gonna be, sadly. It's really easy to jump up here and just, if you have the ammo, take out the Cyber Mancubus first. But I had to play it a little bit differently. Hit him at least decently enough and, freeze him, hit him more, but I should have blood punched him there. I didn't commit to it because I was just thinking super shotgun him. I could have played that a little bit better, but it didn't matter at the end of the day, man. All relatively simple and easy. You get through there. Gonna be 2 revenants. You kill these guys, and as you pass through here on the right side, I'll go in here to show you there's BFG ammo if you need it. I didn't need it because I've only used the one shot through this entire thing. I just don't see the value of using the BFG in this mission whenever I only see 1 or 2 areas maximum that I really would want to use the ammo on. So you do you. This area looks a lot scarier than it actually is. I recommend just jumping straight in the back where you saw me here. Playing around the zombies best you can. There are 3, I think it is, invisible Whiplashes and this 1 Hell Knight. This back room right here is really, really useful for just giving you a little bit extra space. As you take everything out here, there's another Hell Knight, sorry. You will have to dance around those purple zombies that buff your enemies, right? That's why it's saying it was looking scary, but it's not actually scary at all. There's a Caco Demon through here as soon as you get rid of them. It's really not that bad. You just hit them with the Arbalest, go right through. If you wanted, you could probably sticky bomb them and, get all that going. I value Arbalest, so you do you. This room is a lot like when you got the Sentinel Hammer in the first mission of this DLC. and you drop down. It's like this weird room with like different elevations and all this, a lot of jump pads. A lot of the same advice for you can apply in this room with the movement and stuff from that one, because they are kinda similar in how they play. It's just the fact that it reminds me so much of it. There's just a few different demons in here, like as you already seen. 2 Doom Hunters, that green Prowler, there's Hell Knights, Carcasses, there's Barons of Hell, there's gonna be Tyrants. I'm pretty sure there's Revenants as well, and there's gonna be Archviles too, right? So get ready for a pretty heavy duty fight here, and it is just a bunch of heavy demons, right? So really the plan is just take out every single one of them and you'll be fine. Really the execution is how you move around the room and whatnot. I don't recommend you being in this bottom area unless you're picking up this armor or you're stopping one of the random enemies you gotta stop down here, because I'm pretty sure there's gonna be possessed Mancubus, right? Something like that down there at some point. So, basically speaking, don't go down there unless you absolutely have to, and don't stay down there for too long. You take out all those guys, and the second wave of them starts coming in. Pain Elemental, fucking... What else is there? I'm pretty sure this is the one with the Possessed Demon too, this wave of them. Hell Knights, I mean, nothing really to worry about. But, use your hammer properly, you should be good on armor, you should be good on health, you should be good on like everything, man. Really, it is just how well can you dance around a room while getting chased by all these demons, right? I do recommend keeping your hammer like charged up as much as you can in this room. This whole fight, you're gonna want to have that panic button ready to go. So every now and then kill like a regular zombie with the glory kill and you should be fine. You need at least 2 of them, so you do you there. But here's that Mancubus here, possessed as hell. So you get rid of him on the jump pads with the lock-on burst is the best way I found. And then it spawns in this Archvile here. Fucking annoying bastard. Freeze him, rocket him, hit him as hard as you can, whatever. Pretty sure though that's not the end of it. As you've seen, there's gonna be Dread Knights, Barons of Hell. I'm pretty sure we're close to the Tyrants, but we're still killing off like Caco demons and whatnot. I'm basically showing you that almost everything is in here. Almost every demon is in this fight, it feels like. The only thing that isn't is what? Marauders and those like blood makers and stuff. Those are not here. But pretty much every fucking thing else is. So, fight the entire arsenal of Doom and eventually you'll have this room done and dusted. That's why I recommend play around the jump pads, play around the top areas. Don't really go down to the ground much unless you actually have to. It is the only safe area, you know, like that's the only reason I would go down there. Other than that, stay up here. Oh yeah, the Spectres too, by the way. Stay up here and just do as much damage as you can. Play your life as much as you can. Have the hammer ready if you need it. If you need any, good amount of armor or health, freeze the target, flame belch the target, and then hit them with the hammer, and they'll drop so much of that shit. You'll be ready to go in no time. As you see though, we finally have the Tyrant show up. He's a little late to the party, it feels like by now. But better late than never, I suppose. Killing off Dread Knights is another Spectre that spawns in here. I'm pretty sure that Spectre spawns and that Dread Knight spawn until you actually take out the Tyrant, because you'll see again I will loop back through and there'll be another Spectre after I killed that one. So I recommend just kind of brute forcing your way through the Tyrant, only really breaking away from the fight to get like armor, health, anything like that. I do just say fuck it and I just BFG the guy to get him out of there so I can actually end this mission. I was kind of fed up with him by that point. And honestly, you can choose for yourself if you value that or not. I shouldn't have done that personally, but it didn't really matter at the end of the day. I went into Mora with plenty of ammo and everything that I needed, that I didn't miss that BFG shot. That's one of the things I was talking about before in previous levels and videos, like plan out your BFG shots. What encounter are you going to use them in? Don't just panic shot it like that. Like I just got fed up with the guy, which is like fuck it. Hit him with this and delete him. I just want to get him out of here. I don't want to see his ugly face anymore.